Here's a short video just to run through the main features of the new Heliguy Viper. It's actually a rebadged version of the Hubsan X4 Mini RC Heli. You can see lots of other videos on YouTube that show this thing in flight, but nobody actually kind of shows you the size of it and how it all fits together, how the remote works and what you get inside the box. So I was just going to go through that in some detail. First, let's talk about the actual thing itself. It's a small 4-channel quad-copter, and what you don't appreciate until I put my hands in the frame is how small this thing actually is. It actually fits in the palm of your hand. If I put a ruler against it, you can see that from tip to tip it's about, well, it's less than 6 inches. It's about 5.5 inches from its tip to tip at its widest point. The actual unit itself is red and white, red and black even when you get it from Heliguy. The Hubsan version is white and black, and the battery itself goes in this, you can see it very well, this kind of slot in the back. So the red or white propellers denote the front, and you shove the battery up its backside. The battery itself is a very small 1-cell LiPo, 240 milliamp, and fits up here. So if I just put it in, you can see how it goes in. It's held in place by a little latch, and then to power it up you connect these two leads together. There are 2 blue flashing lights at the front, and I'll show that when I power it up, which also help orientation and also stay steady to show when it's bound to the transmitter. In the box you also get a charging cable. So this one's USB. You plug the battery into here, and this into a computer or a USB plug that you have in the wall. It comes on orange when it's charging and goes off. From my couple of flights I've had in it already, 10-15 minutes, it's pretty much charged. I'm not sure what this connector is. If I figure it out, I might make an adapter lead for one of my other chargers so I can play with it. The pack itself is a 15C pack, so it doesn't pull a lot of power. Not a great fan of these USB chargers, but it actually seems to work quite well. The other thing you get in the pack is it comes with the transmitter. That's what it looks like. It actually looks a bit plasticky in the video, but it actually feels really nice when you hold it. It comes with it pretty much pre-bound, it's pretty much set up. You have both expert and standard settings. You have trims for throttle, rudder, elevator and aileron, and it's actually powered at the back by 4 AAA batteries. So those didn't come in the pack. I had to go and get those, and typically I didn't have any in the house, so more money for Duracell. But oops, it's not a bad little transmitter actually. By pressing this stick on the left, it takes it into expert mode, and in expert mode you can actually do some more aggressive flying, and it also allows you to do some of the things like the 3D flips, which are quite fun. You need a bit of height to do them, but it works quite well. The last thing that you get in the kit with the Heliguy one is the manual. It's quite a nice little manual this. It has all the details in, it takes you through all the setup. The spare parts list is identical to the Hubsan bits and pieces, so I'm guessing that they're pretty much interchangeable. I might treat myself to another LiPo battery, just because 7-8 minutes flying, I'm just getting into the hang of it. But it's quite a useful little manual. It tells you how to set everything up. So what I'll do is I'll power it up and do a little bit of hovering, and you can see it in flight. Any questions, post them at the bottom.
So to power it on, you just connect it at the back. Obviously make sure the transmitter's on first. The transmitter light will flash red, and once the little thing's powered up, there we go, pop it on the ground, the transmitter will beep and its light will turn red, and you're ready to go. I'm flying it indoors because it's quite windy outside today. If you do fly it outside, make sure there's very little wind. On a calm day it's good fun to throw around. but indoors it's a great little toy to play with. You can hear from the sound it's quite a noisy little thing. I've put a little bit of oil into each of the motors just to make sure that the bearings are running nice and smoothly. They're not brushless, so hopefully that'll make it last a little bit longer. All in all, for the money, a great present. I wouldn't give this to somebody who was just starting out in RC, but for a toy to goof around with indoors on bad days, it's a great choice. Thanks for watching.